Hello and a very warm welcome to Changzhou for semi-finals day at the Ning China Masters, event number 7 on the 12 tournament OSIM BWF World Super Series. As I say, 12 tournaments a year make up the Super Series. As you can see, we've already had 6 of them, and this the first of the second half of the series. 5 of the events this year promoted to Premier status, and the only 2 Premier events to come, the Danish Open and the China Open. And of course we've got the Super Series finals in December, also in China, last event of 2011. Well, I'm Jill Clark, and as I say, we're semi-finals day, and we've got a wonderful lineup for you today. We're going to be starting with women's doubles, and the number 3 seeds, Mizuki Fujii and Kakiiwa, up against the 2009 World Junior Champions from China, Huan and Tang, JinHua, who really have caused a sensation so far. Then we've got women's singles, and the defending champion Wang Xing up against the All England champion, her teammate Wang Shexian, in a repeat of the Asian Games final. Then mixed doubles, as you can see, and it's the All England champion Zhu Chen and Ma Jin from China up against the 2009 World Championship bronze medalist Joachim Fischer-Nielsen and Christina Pedersen from Denmark. After that, men's doubles, and the defending champions and now 4 times world champions Cai Yun and Fu Haifeng of China up against Ko and Yu from Korea in a repeat of the World Championship final from last month. And then the last of our 5 matches this afternoon is Chen Long, the beaten finalist last year at the China Masters, up against the European champion, the number 2 seed Peter Gade of Denmark. So a terrific lineup for this afternoon's semi-finals. Well, the China Open first started back in 2005, and my goodness, hasn't China done well in this particular tournament. Of the 30 titles that have been decided over those previous 6 tournaments here at the China Masters, only 5 times over those 6 years has a title not been won by China. Men's singles, it was Sonny Dui Kunchoro who won the men's singles back in 2008. Women's singles that year was won by Zhou Mi of Hong Kong. Men's doubles again in 2008, the Olympic champions Kido and Seti-Yuan, and Danish success in men's doubles in the past here as well, with Eriksson and Lundgaard having taken the men's doubles in 2006. Women's doubles, Indonesians have been victorious here before. That was in 2007 with Liliana Natsir and Vita Marissa. But the one discipline where China have been always dominant is mixed doubles. They have won on every occasion here since this particular tournament. China Masters was first staged in 2005. And of course, China's dominance reinforced when, for the second consecutive World Championships running in Wembley just last month, China won 5 titles. So the players emerge onto courts for the first of our semi-finals. Mizuki Fujii and Kakiiwa, the number 3 seeds, making their first appearance at this particular tournament, up against the youngsters, the unseeded combination of Huan and Tang, JinHua. Well, the Japanese pair in the red shirts. Seeded 3, ranked 3 in the world. Regularly together in the world since 2008. 3 Korea titles. Perhaps most notable was when they reached the final of the All England Championships earlier this year. They were unseeded in Birmingham and lost out in the final to Wang Xiaoli and Yu Yang, who are incidentally still contesting this tournament. They're the number 1 seeds, and they're up against teammates Tian Qing and Zhao Yulei in the other half of the draw in women's doubles. So half of the draw, repeat of the World Championship final. So we're looking at Fujii turned 23 early on last month, on the 5th of August. Kakiiwa, 22 years of age. There's Fujii, classmate or friend of the darling of Japanese table tennis, Hara. Kakiiwa. This her teammate, Sakoto Tsutsuna, as her idol in sport. So these two pairs, well, as far as the Japanese pair were concerned, they had a bye in the first round by virtue of the fact that they were seeded, and then 2 straight games in their next 2 rounds, including yesterday in the quarterfinal against the number 5 seeds Chen Wen-sing and Chen Yu-chin, only being on court for an hour and 19 minutes. Whereas you compare that to this young pair from China, Huan, 19 years of age. She and her partner, who's also 19, Tang, JinHua, played 3 matches because they weren't given a bye in the first round, and all 3 matches have gone the full distance, including a first round encounter against the Indian combination, the Commonwealth Games gold medalist and recent bronze medalist at the World Championships, Jwala Gutta and Ashwini Bonappa, saved a match point in that opening round before coming through 23-21 in the decider. Then in the second round, the young Chinese pair disposed of the number 2 seeds, the other bronze medalists from the recent World Championships, Maeda and Suetsuna of Japan. That was an hour and 29 minutes, and yesterday in the quarterfinal, the youngsters, the former World Junior Champions, disposed of their teammates, the number 8 seeds, Chen Shu and Pan Pan, in 58 minutes. So they've been on court 3 hours 23 minutes. That's 2 hours 4 minutes longer than their Japanese opponents. Now I can't help but wonder if that might just be an influence on today's match, because despite the enthusiasm of youth, these 2 19-year-olds, 3 hours 23 minutes on court for 3 matches is a long time.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Mizuki Fujii and Kakiiwa, Japan. And on my left, Huan, Tang, JinHua, China. Mizuki Fujii to serve to Huan, Lobo, play.
Umpire Shun Hee-ju of Korea gets the players ready and orders them to play. So number 3 seeds nearest to us, Fujii and Kakiiwa.
1 love. Service fault called.
Oh, service fault called. Struck above the waist, says the service judge.
1 all.
Well, I think we can expect some long, hard-fought rallies in this women's doubles. Oh, my goodness. Great defense. Well, I wasn't kidding, was I? The final smash from Tang, JinHua. Well, if we have rallies like this throughout the contest, highly probable that yet another match for this Chinese pair will go beyond the hour mark. Yesterday, I have to say, in their quarter-final, I caught glimpses of it when they were playing against Chengshu and Pan Pan. Just wore down their opponents.
Service over.
Having lost the opening game, the next two were very convincing indeed. 21-5, 21-12. It's amazing when you think that in the past 12 months they've only played one senior tournament outside of China. And that was an event in India in December, which they duly won.
3-2.
So their world ranking at 85. They've only got 3 tournaments towards that, because the Indian event plus the China Masters last year and the China Open as well. Good judgment, just long of the back line.
Over. 3-all.
This Japanese pair, 3 finals already this year. I've mentioned the All England Championships, but they also reached the final in the India Super Series event and won the German Grand Prix Gold event just prior to the All England Championships. They were obviously in great form in March. April as well. That's when the Indian Super Series event happened. There are 3 career titles to this Japanese pair, but never a Super Series title. Powerful smash, but also good placement. There was real hesitation at the back of the court there from Fujii, which really played her partner into trouble. But it was a good smash from Huan. Wide.
Service over. 5-all.
So nothing between them in these early stages. Tactic there.
6-5.
Smash across court from Tang, JinHua.
Service over. 6-all.
6 minutes of play, 6-all, first game. Very well worked. The channel attack down the centre of the court. And finally, Tang JinHua able to get involved from the front and finish off the rally, but she finished off the rally so convincingly. Very good play indeed. Oh, indecision. Cost her dear.
Service over. 7, 8.
There's a little hand signal, letting her partner know where she's going to serve to. Rally. Chinese youngsters are willing to go for the opportunities when they present themselves. Commitment coming forward to finish off that rally from Tang JinHua. Two-point cushion for the former World Junior Champions. Oh, it's a perfect placement of the smash. Finds the right hip of Kakiiwa. Long.
Service over. 8, 10.
Great awareness, great composure. Really have been very, very impressed by this young Chinese pair this week. And it is indeed Huan and JinHua have the advantage in the mid-game interval. 3 points.
まだ100ミントじゃない。それちょっと聞いて、もうちょっとこうやるよ。できる。はい、
自分で打ちやすい、全部こう口が入ってきてるから打ちやすい位置にいるっていうか。
Appears to be
あえてね、もっ
about
と前
a defensive play there from the coaches, from the two
狙
coaches.
ってる球が反対気味のスマッシュだから少しこっちに入ってます。いいやつ
だいたいいつも練習してるこのところもうちょっと注意するように。ね、あとサーブでもうちょっと
My beliefs that doubles has to be gone out and attacked. You've got to go out to win it. Not sit back waiting for
11-8.
defensive play to get you through, hoping your opponents are going to make errors, wear them down. I think doubles is all about the attacking play, and therefore it surprises me. But then the Japanese pairs are very successful, there's no doubt about it, and I think in general terms the Japanese pairs are defensive in their style. It'll be interesting to see if they try and change that around at all, because defending, their defence is being broken down at the moment by these two youngsters.
ちょっと甘いだからすぐ出てくるわ。多一点那个啊，不错啊。
13-8.
ここ頑張れ。
That's incredible defence from Tang, JinHua. Creative, flat over the nets, aimed towards the mid-court area. Super shot.
Service over.
Pity from their perspective, because that was an awful run they had, going 4 straight points. The other thing that impresses me about this Chinese combination is how varied they are in their attacking play. Some aim towards the shoulder, right shoulder, some towards the hip, some really acute angles. Always mixing it up, always thinking about where the weakness in defence is. Perfect doubles tactics. Good rotational play. One player hits down the centre of the court, the other moves forward to play the winning shot. This is very, very impressive. And they're both only still 19. Well, these youngsters have just won 7 of the last 8 points. Once again, the unexpected, find a weakness in defence. Eight of 9 points now. 3 ranked pair. If I remember correctly, the only point that the Japanese pair won was a serve into the net. By the Chinese.
20 game point, 9.
11 game points.
Service over, 10, 20.
That was an extraordinary run. How to apply the pressure at exactly the right moment.
Thanks.
Second time of asking. 21-10. The margin
First
of
game
victory.
won by Huan, Tang, JinHua, 21, 10.
10-8. Third opening game. 13 rallies.
一定要坚持，然后这边是逆风，你们就开局一定要精力集中，0比0，啊，第一局一样的，啊，不要想什么东西，就是0比0，精力集中把它打好，啊，了解，不要去回想。
他们攻的比较快的话，要把这个该放好地方给它打开出来，然后开出来。
下半局
射中攻的比较快的话，把节奏缓下来。
风往后站一点啊，然后
Chinese
离开。
coaches are very happy with their youngsters. Quite see why they won the World Junior title. There appears to be a little more talk. I'm interpreting the gestures a little better of more positive things to do as far as the Japanese players are concerned. Quicker movements. There seem to be some indication about driving the shuttle back or putting down in the first place.
20 seconds, 20 seconds.
So, Huan and Tang JinHua of China having taken that opening game in very, very convincing style,
Second
21-10.
game. Double. Play.
Now, need to push home with that advantage against the number 3 seeds from Japan. And I suspect that the Japanese players might come out a little bit more aggressively at the start of this second. Oh, good defence. It's another very long rally. Psychologically, this is going to be important, and the error has come from Mizuki Fujii.
Over. 1-all.
That looks a little high to me, that serve. flick, but not called.
2-1.
Look of bewilderment at the moment, isn't there, on the face of Fujii. Oh. Yeah, fantastic. Lovely play from Tang, JinHua. Once again, patiently waiting for the opportunity to use the channel attack in between the two Japanese players. There's the power play, narrows the angle of reply, and therefore the net player can get involved. And as so often, it's been Tang, JinHua, who has finished it off from the front of the court. Well, I wonder if that's the first sign of fatigue. Remember, of course, they've been on court for 2 hours, 4 minutes longer than their Japanese opponents. And they've had to play 3 matches. Japanese pair only 2, because by virtue of the fact that they were the number 3 seeds, they had a bye in the first round. Only 24 pairs in women's doubles. That to me is a little disappointing, seeing as this is a Super Series event and players chasing their Olympic qualifying points. In the front there, Sho Sasaki, who was defeated yesterday evening by Lindan. Positive play by the Japanese pair, forcing the Chinese back deep in their defence, and it was a pity that Fujii hit the final shot into the net, because just felt if they could get encouragement from their attacking play, they might try and persevere with that a little bit more. Need to be mopped. Yeah, but I do like the way these Chinese youngsters hit and move forward. Work very well as a pair. Japanese pair, when they do attack, they don't work to set up the next player quite as well as their opponents. That time they managed it. What a difference in the outcome.
5, 7. Ready?
Oh, super play. That time it was sharp.
Service over. 8, 5.
Taking a shuffle early at the net. Yeah. Well inside that back line. Ah, brilliant. What defensive play. Tang, JinHua.
9, 5.
Well, we've seen this on a couple of occasions. The drive across court, flat over the net, into the mid-court area. And it's an outright winner. And it's a real lesson in how to be positive when you are defending. In the end from Tang.
Service over. 6, 9.
Yeah, a little shake of the head. Disappointed with herself. Ran out of patience in the end.
Kakiiwa.
Well, it's time for the Japanese number 3 seeds to get back on level terms if they want to win through this semi-final. Psychologically, I don't think they can allow their opponents to get too far ahead. Yeah, the whole rally was set up with the channel attack, a smash down the centre of the court. Immediately got Kakiiwa involved at the front. Players really are enjoying an awful lot of success with very positive defensive play, driving the shuttle back so quickly. It's perhaps a lesson that the Japanese players could learn from. Too often, in my opinion, I think they're too content just to lift on the defensive play rather than trying to do something positive with it. with a 4-point advantage at the mid-game interval, and have already taken the opening game 21-10. And I have to say, Huan and Tang JinHua really are looking very impressive indeed.
如果我们抢高点，可以直接抢放啊，直接抢放它起来，然后耐心攻高的为主。打到中路那个矮的过来，啊，攻高的为主。
所以接发球不要推他进去，可以看他俩。
Yeah, there's real intensity, isn't there, from the Japanese coaches urging their players on.
Play.
Good judgment.
Service over.
Absolutely
8,
imperative for the
11.
number 3 seeds from Japan to make a positive start to the second half of this second game. Chinese wanted the shuttle changed. Fujii said no. I like this one. And the umpire agrees with the Japanese player. It's very much become a feature of badminton nowadays. I have to say it's a feature I don't particularly like. Arguments over to whether to change the shuttle or not. Oh yes, it really is much more positive.
11.
3 straight points since the mid-game interval. A variation on the attacking play there. The disguised drop shot having great effect. Peterson be in action a little later, our third match on mixed doubles.
11-4.
Well, all 4 points since the mid-game interval in favour of the number 3 seeds from Japan, and they're back level. Oof.
11.
My goodness. Wow. You can make your own minds up about that. It's a super rally once again. The mental discipline and toughness of these 2 youngsters from China is what's really impressing me. It's been like this throughout the entire week. good result after another. First of all, the bronze medalists from the recent World Championships, Jwara and Ashwini Ponnappa of India in the first round, saved a match point at 20-21 down in the deciding game before winning 23-21. And then in the second round, against the number 2 seeds, the other bronze medalists from the recent World Championships, Maeda and Suetsuna. Hour and 29 minutes, 21-19 in the decider. And then yesterday, just quite frankly, wore down Cheng Shu and Pan Pan, their teammates from China. And sensing the danger, just easing themselves back in front again, giving themselves a 3-point cushion. That was definitely not, no question that time.
11. Service over. 12, 15.
Next couple of rallies, absolutely crucial. So well for each other, Huan and Tang JinHua.
12.
Nice. There you go. Positive on defence, drive the shuttle back, find the open space.
16.
It all looks so easy. She doesn't mess about when she gets the opportunity to put the shuttle away, does she? Well, I like to see that. The number 3 seeds, because their opponents just 3 points away from a place in the final.
Service over. 14, 18.
a tired looking shot from Huan.
15-18.
调整一下，耐心啊。
耐心啊，减少失误。
Now just 3 points the deficit. Missed it.
16-18.
Once again, Chinese players ask for the shuttle to be changed and the Japanese say no. And as far as the youngsters are concerned, they've just got to put closeness of reaching their first ever Super Series tournament final. They've got to put that out of their minds. They've just got to focus on where they're going to place the shuttle this next rally. Shot by shot. That's a lovely shot. And that's gone long. And now there's just 1 point in it.
逼他，他掉点的时候要逼他。
不要太着急，
太着急了啊！一直给。
Yeah, and more urgency and intensity. Worried expression on the faces of the Chinese coaches. 'It's gone long. Oh, how costly that might prove to be.
19-17.
Service short of the mark, my goodness me. What a time for a service error. And that was definitely nerves. After the rally by the Japanese players, very telling indeed. It was definitely an opportunity with a round-the-head shot from Reika Kakiiwa into the net, and look at the disappointment, because it means now that the youngsters from China have 2 match points. Sensational tournament they are having, and their success continues. 48 minutes of play, And the 19-year-olds from China have disposed of the world number 3 ranked pair.
Match won by
Goodness me, the only match that they've had in this tournament so far that hasn't gone the full distance, hasn't gone to 3 games, and the delight of the coaches, because that guarantees the women's doubles a title to China, because in the top half of the draw, the semi-final contested between 2 Chinese pairs, so it will be an all-Chinese women's doubles final. Their confirmation of the score: 21-10, 21-18.